Hello, I'm Jacquelyn Atkins, and welcome to this week's live stream on the key to receiving in business. Now, I have chatted about this here on YouTube, probably it was 2 or 3 months ago now, and but we're doing it again. We've gone through the chakras, we've come back, we're at the feet, and the meditation will be slightly different to last time. And always what comes up in the chat's always a little bit different anyway. So, if you are joining me here live, please say hello. And also, if you are listening to the replay and anything comes up for you as I'm chatting, or you want to share anything about your experience of the meditation, please do leave some comments because I do read the comments, and it's just nice to know how it touches you. um, and also, as always, please do like the video if you enjoy it. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so because I'm going to be doing more lives as well as the scheduled ones. Now and again, I just decide to pop on here live. And if you're subscribed and you've clicked the notification bell, at least it means you get a notification. So, yeah, I think that's all the housekeeping out of the way. So let's get into today's topic, which is the key to receiving. And it's interesting because I've decided to shift things around a little bit this year. Oh, good morning, Suzanne. Welcome. Great to have you here. And part of that shifting around that I've decided to do is I don't want to specifically go, this week is this chakra, this week, the next week is this chakra, and so on, the way I used to do it. And what I'm doing instead is actually choosing a topic that might be mostly to do with one chakra. Oh, Suzanne. um, but it's also, I want to tie in other chakras because, I'm talking about receiving here in business. And obviously, it isn't just about the feet chakras. And in fact, I've had a bit of a journey with that because when I originally, when I say originally, a couple of years ago, when I think of receiving, I associated it very much with the heart chakra because when I was looking clairvoyantly at an energy body, it was the heart was where I saw the giving and where I saw the receiving. And it very often there was much more energy going out in the giving than what was coming in the receiving. And there are so many stories we hold about receiving, whether that is receiving love, which is particularly heart chakra related, but receiving anything, receiving support, receiving financially, all of that would show up in the heart chakra. All the ways that you receive, I mean, some grains of sand on the beach, isn't it? There's so many ways. So, but there's a block there. And so it's easy to give out, harder to receive. So that's where my focus was for a long time. But as I began to work more and more with the feet chakras, I realized, oh, hello, hey, Zarada. Oh, lovely to have you here. As I worked more with the feet chakras, I realized that actually, Zarada, you've been to this yesterday on Inside Timer, I've just realized. You've come back for a second dose. I realized actually that a lot of or certainly a big contributor to the fact that we block receiving is because we were disconnected at the feet chakras, or we've been disconnected at the feet chakras. We've been programmed to disconnect at the feet chakras. So I began to pay more attention to the feet chakras, and I could observe the energy, the flow of the earth up through in the feet chakras with someone who was more connected with the earth energy, who maybe spent more time outdoors, spent time in bare feet, consciously connected more to the earth. There was a flow of energy there, which someone who just completely, not part of their world at all to do that, considered themselves quite separate from the earth, always was in shoes. There was just no conscious connection about connecting to the earth. There was no flow or very limited flow coming up through the feet chakras. And the more I observed this energy, and the more I guided people through, um, good on you, Sarah. The more I guided people through the breathing I do at the beginning of my meditations and my sessions, which connects you into that flow of energy. The more I did that, I just began to understand more and more the importance of being open, of having those feet chakras open, and the fact that it didn't just connect you to the earth energy, it connected you to all energy. It connected you to everything that's available. And so that became a much larger focus for me. Now, with this meditation today, talking about the key to receiving in business. Now, your business is one of the receiving channels, it's one of the ways that you receive. But it's also important that the channels of your business are open up to receiving. So your business is going to be part of it, even though I'm going to specifically talk to you and your energy body. Because your business is operating in this third dimensional reality that we are in. And it also requires connection to the earth. It also requires that flow of energy through it, because it is a separate, it is an energetic entity. So we will be inviting the business in, we'll be connecting with the business, but I'll be guiding you through the meditation. Now, just going back to what I was saying about the more open and connected you with your feet chakras are, the more you receive that flow of energy. And what happens is, because the feet chakras are also to do with the path you are here to walk. And it's like this beautiful communication goes on between your energy body and the earth through the feet chakras, where you are guided, you are being guided. So that intuitive wisdom isn't just coming from above, it's coming through the earth as well. The earth is here as a protector in many ways of you and as a guide. And the more connected you are through your feet chakras and the more you receive the energy, the more open you are to hearing those steps, to feeling those steps, to just being guided as to the next step to take on your path. And I mean, I think the fact that, or pretty much most of my inspiration anyway, comes when I'm doing my beach walks, is exactly just a perfect illustration of that, because I'm in that rhythmical movement, which is very meditative. But every time I'm stepping down on the earth, I'm receiving her energy and I am consciously connecting in, or I certainly do that at the beginning of the walk, almost just to like set that in place. And all my inspiration comes pretty much through on those walks, without me setting an intention. I just allow my mind to drift and wander from this to that. And I mean, very often I'm thinking about my business because that's my creative energy, and that's what inspires me. And so, suddenly just something will drop in. I'll be like, oh my gosh, never saw it from that perspective before. And I know that that's also coming because of that conscious connection and allowing that flow of energy through. And as a result, I get that guidance about my path, about a step to take on my path. So I think this is this is vital for us in our own personal evolution here on the earth plane. And as well, Suzanne and Zareda, who are both here, are part of my receiving channel on Patreon. So they've been doing these meditations with me a lot since that's been going in May. But you can start anywhere. Okay, you can start anywhere. We've been on this journey, and I've certainly been on this journey over the last 12 months. And I cannot believe what has opened up in my world, the many, many ways that I've been receiving since I have been focusing on the silver grid, which I saw as a receiving grid, which I'll guide you through in today's meditation, and working with that grid. But then what became even more powerful for me is when I began to work with others around that grid. And that's what we do in the receiving channel in my Patreon membership. We are co-creating and we are bringing this grid back into our reality. And because it is returning as a connection. I connected through a friend, and she had an insight saying that she was a part of burying the grid. And although I don't feel connected to that, I'm very aware that I'm a part of bringing the consciousness of the grid back again. And so is everyone who is listening to this. And in the Patreon membership, that is what we are doing. We are co-creating and we are remembering together about this grid and how this grid is integral to supporting us to elevating, that's the wrong word, but just shifting our frequency of vibration into what could be considered a fourth dimension. Okay. So, and it's amazing, really makes a difference in receiving more on many levels. And that's been the interesting thing, isn't it, around the receiving channel? I think, very often when you think, oh, yes, I want to receive more, and you're tending to be thinking materialistically, because that's what we do. We often associate receiving with, physical stuff or with money. And so that can be a driver. But in this journey, we have discovered that it is really literally about receiving absolutely everything available to us. And the beautiful thing is, the more you open that and the more channels that open around that, of course, the channels also open physically and to support us, materially. So yeah, it's certainly been a beautiful, beautiful journey. And if anyone's interested in joining us on that journey, just go to patreon.com/Jacquelyn Atkins. And yeah, come and join us. As I said, we are co-creating there. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get into today's meditation. I don't think there's anything else to share. Now, if you are listening to this meditation and you're like Suzanne and Zoraida and you've worked with me a little bit on this, you will have your own visuals, so you don't need to follow along. But I am going back to basics here for anyone who's listening who hasn't worked with the silver grid before, or you're only just being, or you've done one or two maybe, okay? Met one or two meditations with me, I mean. So I'm going to sort of speak to that someone fairly new to the silver grid. But if you have done a bit of work with me on this, please just go off on your own journey and receive the energy of it. And you might like to follow along with some of the guidance. So let's get started. So before we begin, you might want to just tap your feet up and down. Give them a bit of a pummel with your fists, just to open up the feet chakras on the balls of your feet. There's chakras all over the feet, but they're the main ones, and I just tend to focus on those channels. And I would recommend doing the meditation with your feet on the ground if you can. If you're listening to this later and you can go outside and do it, go outside and do it and be actually on the earth. But otherwise, feet on the ground is good as a way to activate your feet chakras. Okay, so take your focus down to those chakras on the balls of your feet, opening them wide and inviting the earth energy in. And as she flows up into your body through those open chakras, receive her energy into your body. And then grow down your root system. So take it down from your feet deep into the earth, as far down as you want to go. You can spread it out horizontally. Again, take it as far as you want. There is no limit. You can have a massive root system. And be aware of the earth holding that root system. Receive her support. Just have a sense. It's almost like you can feel it in your feet. You can feel her holding those roots and therefore holding you and supporting you. And notice how much more stable and strong you feel with that root system. Almost like you're a great big oak tree. You feel so powerful. You feel sturdy. You really feel it's almost like you can drop deeply into your power. But also, that really strong foundation enables you to reach your branches up so high, right up to the heavens. And it is actually, the deeper you go into the earth and the stronger your roots are, the more you're able to reach up to the heavens, the more you can connect to the heavens, to the divine. And then take a deep breath in. Fill your lungs. And then release. Take another deep breath in, receiving that energy right to your fingertips, right to your toes. And when you're ready to release, release that breath down into the earth. And with your next in-breath, drawing up the earth energy, receiving it right through your body. Every cell of your body is being nourished by that energy. And then breathe out through your crown chakra, sending your breath up out to the cosmos. And as your breathing just returns to normal, just observe how that breath just goes right up out there, and then it circles around and it comes back down. It goes back down into the earth, comes back up through your root system and back through you. A continuous flow of energy. Your feet chakras are fully open. There is nothing preventing that flow. You might feel your feet come alive because there's so much energy coming through. Open yourself, relax your body, surrender to this flow of energy. Acknowledging that everything you require is in this flow of energy. Now we're going to invite your business to come in and join you. So imagine it's coming from a distance. It's coming towards you. Notice what form it's taking on. And what might that form be telling you today? How might that form be informing you? What message might your business have about the way it's showing up today? Don't spend too much time pondering it, but just notice. And if you don't see your business in your imagination, when it comes right up opposite you and it's there in your space, you may have a sense of its energy. Notice how it feels today. So you might like to grow some roots down out of your business's energy body as well, to really ground its energy body. So it's got that connection also. It may not have feet, but the aura still connects down with the earth. And notice that flow of energy also flowing through your business, coming up from the earth, flowing through your business, up and around. And now connect in with your business through your hand chakras. So placing your hands in front of you with your palms up, your elbows by your side, and invite your business to put its energy into your hands. And then notice what sensation you're feeling in your hands. You might be feeling a warmth, a tingling, a heaviness, a weight, a coldness. How would you describe it? And notice if it's more on one side than the other. Just observing. Then do a scan of your body and notice if you're feeling sensations in any other parts of your body. Are you feeling any emotion? Is there any emotion coming up as you're connecting with your business today? And now we're going to connect in with your business just through communicating with it. So ask your business, is there anything it wants to share with you today? And receive the answer. It might help just to take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, just allow that answer to flow in. Now, if you have a specific question you'd like to ask, you can ask that instead. Then relax your mind and let that answer just drift across your mind. Is there anything you'd like to share with me today? And our businesses will communicate differently depending on how we receive messages. So for some of you, it could be that you get images. You might see written words. You might hear it as though there's a voice speaking it. So we're all different. So just receive in your way. Don't judge it. Try not to make it wrong. It's just your way. So receive that in, however it comes to you. And we'll come back and do more communication at the end of the meditation. It's just the warm up to help you start receiving. Okay, relax your hands down if you've still got them up. And then take your focus down to your feet chakras. Now, that root system that you grew down before, imagine those roots are going deep into the earth and they're going to the silver grid. Now, if you're fairly new to me doing these uh, meditations with the grid, you might find that that grid is really deep in the earth. So just take those roots down as far as you can. If you've done this a few times, you might find the grid's a little bit higher, or you might even find it's up above the earth and around you. So going deep, for those of you going deep, and wrap your roots around that grid. Notice how the grid looks. If you're new to this, completely new to it, it means it's just becoming apparent to you. You are just starting to activate this part of the grid. So this grid is like an etheric silver energy. It's a yin energy. And it is here to move you into a deeper level of receiving, a deeper vibrational frequency that allows you to receive in a way that we haven't been able to in 3D before. Now, sitting in that grid is a crystal. It is your crystal. It sits down below you there in the earth. unless you're working with the grid up above ground, and then you'll see it in a different place, most likely. But if you're going deep into the ground, the crystal will be sitting there in that grid. And this crystal is transforming the energy from the grid, and it's transforming it into a frequency of vibration that is unique to you. It's your receiving vibration. And from the crystal, the energy, the silver energy, is spiraling up. And it's spiraling up to your Earth Star chakra, which sits down below your feet. As I said, it's carrying the vibration that is absolutely perfect for you in this moment to open you up to a much deeper way of receiving. And when you are opened up to that deeper way, more channels become available for you to access. So as it comes to the Earth Star chakra, that silver spiral splits and it goes up to each of the feet chakras. So you've got 2 spirals now, one going to each foot chakra. And then see it move up through the feet chakras and then come and join at the base chakra, creating a diamond. And it's in this diamond, the energy in this diamond, that we're going to be focusing on. So as the silver energy flows around the diamond, see it fill the diamond. Beautiful silver energy just pouring into this area between your Earth Star, your feet, and your base. And this has an incredibly strong magnetic energy. And the more of the silver energy that goes into this diamond, the more magnetic it becomes. It's like a magnet that's programmed to your frequency. But what's being sent up now from the crystal up, and it's being placed in the middle of that diamond, is a unique code. And this code holds like the key for you to receive exactly what you are requiring right now in your life to support where you're at in your soul journey. So this code will help open the channels for whatever it is you require. Don't go in your head. Don't be thinking about what it is. Just know that this is so. So that code is being placed in the middle of that magnet, that diamond magnet. And there's a pulse of energy just coming from your soul through the silver cord that connects your soul to your energy body. And it's pulsing down, and it is as though your soul is also sending a little code, just to let your physical body know this is where you're at on your path and this is exactly what you require. And that code is pulsing down into the diamond and meeting with that code that has come up from the earth. And those codes are just merging like jigsaw puzzle pieces, like they're just clipping together. It's like 2 parts of the whole. And now I'm going to speak an activation. that it will activate. It will activate these codes so that this magnet, this incredibly magnetic energy is activated. And the channels are open for you to receive whatever it is that you require. Now, I just want to mention that the same thing is happening in your business energy body as I guide you through this. It's getting completely aligned with your codes. So receive what I speak directly into that magnet. Tuqambo kilindi qianda paqe. Hukuramatan qebele kweki krande ketnuntatalaham. Huki krande patakando kititi huko kianda paqe. Hulapate kinka talgambo tate hukika Walando peteki wakatatakampantatekwa. Hukor hikintokamba tikiatrikinya. Hukenayaindesto. So that activation was like putting a key and just unlocking the code and unlocking that frequency of vibration of the magnet. And as that's done, it's like suddenly all these channels are open around your feet chakras, but all over your energy body for you to be receiving exactly what you require right now at this moment in time on your soul journey. The same channels are opening in your business, but what's also happening is the channel between your business and you, since your business is a receiving channel, is it's like it's magnified, it's strengthened, it's just become much larger. So just feeling that energy, you might be feeling it in your feet. You may be feeling it a little bit in your base. You might be aware of the magnetism. This could not be introduced to us until this point in our evolution, because it truly does magnetize in a powerful way what you speak, what you think. And so we had to wait until we were at a certain point in our personal journey where we have an awareness around the power of our words and our thoughts. Because otherwise, the magnet would not have been bringing to us things that supported our soul journey. But with our awareness now, we're much more discerning. So we are ready. And if you are listening to this, you are ready. So now connect back in with your business. You can do it through your hand chakras again, if you like to do it that way, or else just have a sense of it being there. And then ask your business, how can I support you to receive more? Or how can I support you to open your receiving, or however you want to phrase that? But the gist of it is, how can I support you to receive more? And receive that answer in from your business. Don't worry if nothing is coming now. Once you ask a question, the answer always comes. Maybe not in the form you expect it in or in the timing you expect it in, but the answer does come. And now share with your business how it can support you to receive more or to be more open to receiving, however you want to phrase it. And then sending your business gratitude for it being such an important receiving channel for you. It brings you money, it brings you wonderful connections, friendships, clients, colleagues, an amazing tribe or many tribes, support, creativity, so many new skills, all the wonderful personal evolutionary stuff we get through being in business, all of those things. You are receiving all of those through the channels of your business. So sending gratitude to your business for that, honoring your business. And once your business has received that gratitude, its energy slowly fades from our meditation. And bring your focus back to your feet chakras. The energy of the diamond, it's still there, but rather than focusing on that now, focus on the earth energy that you drew up at the beginning of the meditation. And feel the denseness of that energy. It's much more physical. And as it comes up into your feet chakras, use that energy to awaken your physical body. So you can start to move your feet, your legs, your hips and spine. Roll your shoulders, move your arms and hands. And just take your time coming back into your physical body and back into our space. Just opening your eyes whenever you're ready. And as I mentioned at the beginning, if you are listening to the replay, please share any of your experience that you'd like to share. Perhaps any insights that you've had. Even how the silver grid is looking for you. Did you have to go down deep? Did you notice, is it up more towards the surface? Or perhaps you experienced it around you. Now we're all at these different stages. It's proving a little bit more challenging for me to guide the meditation. So you just have to go on your own journey. And as I said before, if you do want to explore this deeper, it's very, very powerful work. Come and join us in Patreon. It's a beautiful, beautiful group of women, isn't it, Suzanne and Zoraida? And we're doing amazing stuff together. So thank you, ladies, for joining me. Lovely to have you here. And as I mentioned before, oh, my pleasure, Suzanne, my pleasure. Yes, join us, join us. And as I mentioned before, if you do enjoy this video, please give it the thumbs up, like it, share it with anyone that you think might enjoy this experience. And yes, a beautiful group on the receiving channel. It so is. Well, you two ladies have a wonderful day, and I look forward to next week. Next week's live is on decluttering your business. So it will be about physical and energetic decluttering. So that's a new topic for me. Well, in that, I've never talked about it as a standalone. So I'm quite looking forward to exploring that with you next week. So I hope you can join me then. And in the meantime, have a wonderful rest of the week. Mwah. Lots of love, everyone. Take care. Bye.